Good morning, day 84 of hiking the Appalachian Trail in 100 days. Got a little bit of an earlier start today, around 6:40, and put in about 2 miles so far, halfway to Irwin, Tennessee, or at least the road that leads into Irwin, Tennessee. It's close to 4 miles from the trail to the post office, so hopefully I can get a ride without too much issue. There was another lady at the shelter last night. I was in the tent, but she stayed in the shelter, and she was a little weird. She was talking about how, like, in all her relationships she's been in, I think she's like thoroughly convinced that the other person in the relationship has somehow like total knowledge of all of her thoughts and feelings and emotions, and so she's just like powerless or something. So I don't know, she was a little weird and seemed like she had some issues. So, but I did talk to her some, and I wasn't like worried or anything about my safety. And also I did see a guy hiking this morning, or at least walking along the trail just a few minutes ago, but he didn't have like a pack or anything, or like didn't look like he had any water, so not really sure what he was doing, but that was interesting to see someone. Usually I don't see people this early in the morning. Walking down Chestoa Pike into Irwin, Tennessee, and this road is pretty dead. Only one car has passed me so far, and it was a sheriff, so he did not pick me up. So might be a little bit of a longer walk, we'll see. But the road, I think, hopefully will get busier as I get closer to town, so see how it goes. So this is the town of Irwin, Tennessee. Stopped here at the post office a little bit earlier. Ended up getting a ride most of the way from someone who was just pulling out of their driveway near where I was walking, and picked me up. So made it back out to the trail and crossing over the Nolichucky River right now. Looks pretty nice down there. And after I went to the post office, I did go over about a quarter of a mile to a McDonald's there and had some breakfast food, then sat around for a little bit and waited till they started serving lunch, and had some lunch food and got a McFlurry, so got the daily ice cream. Haven't been getting as much ice cream the past week or so, but a few days here and there. And yeah, I was walking down the road and a nice couple picked me up. They said they actually have been watching some different AT hikers on YouTube. So I mentioned that I've been posting videos, and they said they'd check me out. So I didn't catch their name, but definitely appreciate the ride back to the trail. And if you're watching this, thank you very much. View out over the Nolichucky River here, and I believe you can actually see through the trees there. I don't know if you can see it on the video, the bridge that we walked over across the river, and it's not all that far down there looking, but it's like a mile of hiking up the hill, up the switchbacks and stuff like that. But already a pretty neat view here, and we're not even up super high yet. I think we're still below 2,500 feet, so got I think around 12 and a half miles left for the day. It's just past noon, and a lot of climbing Man, that is a big frog. Can't really see it. But it is, I honestly thought it was like a leaf at first, because it was just because of the color it is, I guess, but didn't see it till it started hopping out of the way. Just about 3:15 now in the afternoon, and got under 5 miles to go for the day, so should make it in less than 2 hours. But I will be stopping in about an hour, a little less than an hour probably, at a stream, as long as the stream is there, which it should be, to fill up on water. And I'll probably fill up my 2 water bottles and then fill up my 1 bladder, which is 2 more liters. And then when I get to camp, I will be cooking dinner, so that'll use a little more water. But probably gonna try to eat even more tonight, because somehow with my resupply today I have like 4 or 5, at least 4 extra ramens. I didn't realize this, but I had basically I had 4 ramens in my bag when I went to add all my food this morning after I got it at the post office. So that's way more than I need. So I might try eating a Mountain House and 2 ramens if I'm not too full, so just to get rid of it, you know. Honestly, the elevation hasn't been super bad. I've had about 3,500 feet of gain this afternoon, and I got about 1,000 more. There was a big climb initially of like 1,500 feet, and then a few climbs of like 500 at a time, and then the last big climb right after I get water will be about 1,000 feet. So honestly, it hasn't been as bad as I expected. Been at the campsite for a little bit, and there's some deer walking around. You can see that one there. It's pretty fuzzy, but when it moves you can see it better. I'm walking down to the water source now to check it out, and I heard the deer a little while ago, and then I saw them a little bit, but they were kind of below me, and it looks like now that I'm walking down to the water source, I'm seeing them again. When I was going up that climb, last few miles for the day, a piece on my backpack actually broke a little bit. There's the waist strap, which holds the main weight, and then there's the chest strap, which just kind of keeps the shoulder pads kind of, you know, at the right width, and keeps the pack at the right inclination, I guess, vertically and close to your back. And basically that little chest strap broke a little bit, so that you can't buckle it anymore. Well, you can buckle it, but you can't tighten it. It just loosens all the way immediately. But while I was up on the top of that little climb, I had some cell service, and it was enough so that I ordered another one. And I probably could have just ordered it to the post office in Hot Springs, where I'll be on Friday, but at least it seems to me, if you're ordering stuff online, it's more difficult or not quite as certain that it'll be able to be delivered to a post office like general delivery. So I'm actually meeting up with some relatives in Hot Springs on Friday, so I just had it delivered, or it's going to be shipped to their house, and should be there in 2 days, so that means it would be there Thursday, and then they can bring it on Friday, hopefully. in the tent for the night. And I also wanted to mention I got a second package at the post office, which I was not expecting at all. And turns out my uncle mailed me some extra food, which is kind of nice because it's extra food, but also I have to carry it. So he also mailed me a letter, which was super nice. So just want to give a big thank you to Uncle Jeff. He sent some beef jerky sticks and 2 of the Mountain House freeze-dried ice cream sandwiches, and also some like freeze-dried brownie bites. They're Peak brand. So I already ate one of the brownie bites and one of the ice cream sandwiches because partially I was just trying to eat it so I didn't have to carry it. So I ate those while I was at McDonald's, and then I ate I think I've already ate 2 of the beef jerky sticks. There's like 12 of them. It was like in a big box. So yeah, I got a little bit of extra food from him, so that was kind of nice. So we'll definitely be eating that over the next few days. And I am just at a campsite at a place called Whistling Gap, and that's at mile 1663.3. So I did a total of 17.7 miles today, so less miles, but I was in town for I was off trail about 3.5 hours in total, which is honestly more than I was expecting, but it worked out totally fine. And in terms of history from 1866, I really don't know much of anything. 1865, there's a lot going on in the US, but 1866, can't really tell you a thing. I know that Andrew Johnson was president, but that's pretty much all I got. So definitely let me know in the comments what happened in 1866. There's probably something notable that I should know about, so I would be interested to hear that.